The billionaire, Adrian Cole, lived in a world where money could solve almost every problem, except the one that mattered most. His daughter, Emily, had been born with a rare condition that left her unable to walk. From the moment she took her first breath, her legs never supported her body. Doctors from around the world had been called, specialists had been flown in, and countless treatments had been tried, but nothing worked. Each failure added another layer of silence in the house. Emily grew up surrounded by luxury, yet she felt trapped inside her own body. She spent most of her childhood sitting near the large glass windows of the mansion, watching other children play outside in the gardens. Every laugh she heard from outside felt like a reminder of what she could not do. Adrian tried to hide his pain, but every time he saw her looking out with quiet sadness, something inside him broke a little more. As years passed, Adrian became more focused on finding a cure. He invested in hospitals, research centers, and experimental treatments. But no matter how much money he spent, the answer remained the same. There was no guaranteed solution for Emily's condition. Slowly, he began to accept a truth he never wanted to face, that his daughter might never walk in her life. Emily, however, had stopped asking questions. She stopped asking, "Why me?" and started living quietly in her own small world inside the mansion. She loved drawing, reading stories, and listening to music, but she never smiled the way children her age did. The spark in her eyes had faded over time, replaced by acceptance of her limitations. One morning, a new maid arrived at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was young, soft-spoken, and carried herself with calm confidence. Unlike others who worked in the house, Sophia did not treat Emily like a fragile object. She spoke to her like a normal child, asking her about her drawings, her favorite colors, and her dreams. For the first time in years, Emily responded with interest. Adrian noticed this change from a distance. He saw Emily laughing softly during conversations with Sophia, something that hadn't happened in a long time. But he didn't allow himself to believe it meant anything deeper. In his mind, hope had already been replaced by disappointment too many times. Still, Sophia continued to spend time with Emily every day. She would gently encourage her to move her legs, not with pressure, but with patience and kindness. She never mentioned her condition as a weakness. Instead, she treated every small effort as progress. Emily, slowly but surely, began to trust her, too. Days turned into weeks, and something inside the mansion started to feel different. The silence that once filled the halls was slowly replaced by small moments of laughter and warmth. Adrian noticed it all, but he still carried a fear in his heart, that hope could once again turn into heartbreak. That evening, Adrian Cole returned home earlier than usual. The sky outside was painted in soft orange light, and the mansion felt unusually alive. As he stepped inside, he heard something that made him stop immediately. Laughter. Not just any laughter, but Emily's laughter, something he had not heard freely in years. His heart began to race as he followed the sound toward the garden. Each step felt heavier than the last, as if he was afraid the moment would disappear if he rushed too fast. When he finally reached the glass doors leading outside, he saw something that made him freeze completely in place. Sophia was sitting on the grass, gently holding Emily's small hands. Emily was no longer just sitting in her wheelchair. She was standing, trembling, her legs shaking under her weight. Her face showed fear, excitement, and determination all at once. Adrian could not believe what he was seeing with his own eyes. Sophia was speaking softly, encouraging her with calm words. "You are safe. I am right here. Don't be afraid." Her voice was steady, full of patience and belief. Emily looked at her, then slowly tried to balance herself again. It was the smallest movement, but to Adrian it felt like the biggest miracle of his life. Tears began to fill Adrian's eyes as he stood behind the glass door, unable to move. He had seen countless doctors, reports, and medical promises, but nothing had ever come close to this moment. His daughter, who had never stood on her own before, was trying because someone believed she could. Emily's legs wobbled, and for a moment it looked like she might fall. Adrian instinctively took a step forward, ready to rush in, but Sophia gently supported her. She did not panic. She did not stop the moment. Instead, she encouraged Emily to try again, carefully adjusting her balance. Adrian's mind was overwhelmed. A mixture of disbelief and emotion filled his chest. He had always thought strength came from treatment and technology, but now he was witnessing something entirely different. Strength born from trust, patience, and human connection. Emily managed to stay standing for a few seconds longer. A small smile appeared on her face, as if she herself could not believe what she was doing. That smile hit Adrian harder than anything else. It was the first real sign of hope he had seen in years. Sophia looked up and finally noticed Adrian standing there, frozen in shock, but she did not stop what she was doing. Instead, she gently said, "She is stronger than you ever imagined. She just needed someone to believe in her." Her words echoed in the quiet garden. In that moment, Adrian realized something life-changing. All his money, all his efforts, and all his power had not given Emily this moment. It was belief, patience, and care that had done what science could not. And for the first time, Adrian felt that everything in his world was about to change forever.